Cindy's Choice Show on 92.7 FM and 95.3 FM HD4. We're on TuneIn Radio. You can download that app anywhere, any place, and get Nooga Radio. We're on Shoutcast, and we are live streaming on YouTube, and we are live streaming on Facebook as well. I am Cindy. It is Cindy's choice to make a positive impact in our community, and I'm just so honored to get to do that. It's my absolute passion to support community initiatives and community collaboration. I have a great example of that on the show today, and we're going to jump right into that with me introducing my guests really quickly. And I've got to my far right here, I've got Joyce Lloyd. Joyce Lloyd. I got the Lord on my mind. that first segment was pretty powerful. Joyce Lloyd is with me, and she's the program manager of Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, RSVP. That is so awesome. Hi, Joyce. How are you?
Good, thanks. And I work actually for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Adults. So I want to get that in
definitely.
there too.
I was counting on you because I didn't get all that written down. I also have Desiree Ward and Jenna McKay, who both rep justserve.org. And it's so awesome to have them with us as well. And I'm so happy that I've put you guys together because this is a great example of collaboration and how much more you're going to be able to make an impact in the city because of knowing each other and how to support each other because you have such a similar goal.
True.
But first, a quick shout out to our wonderful sponsor. Has everybody here had chicken salad chick?
Absolutely. Delicious.
Right on cue, girls. That was great. No, yes, chicken salad chick. We just so appreciate that they sponsored this platform that supports community initiatives. And I'm just so proud of Josh Patton. He's such a contributor to our community with opening the first chicken salad chick in the state of Tennessee at the downtown location just 3 years ago. And then he went on to open the Gun Barrel location. He's now at Erlanger, which is being very well received. He's even opening a fourth location in Knoxville. So it's very exciting. He's a great contributor to the community. And Chicken Salad Chick is a great catering option with something for everyone. There's 12 varieties of chicken salad. And yes, guys, there's the barbecue Barkley and the jalapeno holly or holly jalapeno. Yes, pimento cheese and spicy pimento cheese. Something for everyone. Check them out at Chicken Salad Chick, Chattanooga.com. Chicken Salad Chick, Chattanooga.com. Now, I want to jump in with these ladies. The first segment went by way too fast, and I got a feeling the same thing's going to happen with us here today. So, again, my big push with this show, with the last two shows of 2017, is service resolutions. It's, oh my gosh, we could do, a weekly series on serving and the power of really thinking of service to others first. And we hear that all the time, but actually really getting that and understanding doing that with the right intentions is just, it's essential to healthy relationships and success with anything that you're doing. It's so I help entrepreneurs, and I tell people that want to be an entrepreneur, go help somebody do what you ultimately want to do. Focus on them and helping them, and you'll be so much better for it. And that's what I encourage and help people do. I create social capital for small businesses and help them get to a point where they can contribute. So make your service resolution for 2018, even if it's just an hour a month. Just start there, commit something, and you will recognize what comes back to you tenfold. It's
far
just
greater than what you give. Absolutely.
Yeah, it really is. It sounds cliche, but we know what we're talking about here. So let's start out with Joyce, and as I want to get her to talk about Retired and Senior Volunteer Program a little bit. Desiree and Jenna, y'all feel free to chime in on anything that, because y'all are going to relate to each other more than me and have probably better questions than I do.
Well, I recruit seniors 55 and older to volunteer in about 11 different community nonprofits here in Chattanooga. And then I'm going to start something we were discussing earlier that is going to be maybe an on-call program that maybe the volunteers can't commit to once a week or once a month, but they can commit to a day or an hour, like you said.
Exactly.
But, there's so many options out there, and they're all great. And I have volunteers in their 80s and 90s, which is just awesome. But one of the things that is a benefit of that is their health. There's a lot that's been proven by studies that Americans over 60 who volunteer report lower disability and higher levels of well-being related to their relative to their non-volunteers.
No, it is. And I've had a lot of senior care people on my show to talk about that. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about all these different things that contribute health-wise. And it is, you've got to keep your mind active.
Absolutely.
You've got to keep your heart active. And I love this. When I first ran into you at the Veterans event a month or so ago, I was just, this is so awesome. I love that you're doing this. And I said, I knew I'd be getting you on the on the show.
I volunteered yesterday with a volunteer, Teresa Davis. She give her a little shout out at Memorial, and she's almost 80 and just as active and busy. I just loved volunteering with her, and I've enjoyed going to all of my different volunteer places in the city and actually working with them. And that's really great.
I just love it. That's just got to be that's so rewarding. I mean, that's just fulfilling and rewarding. It's just simple as that. All right, ladies, Desiree and Jenna. So you're with justserve.org.
Yes. Yeah.
Couldn't make it any simpler. Just serve. And that's what I'm trying to help people understand for their service resolution for 2018. Just serve. Just find some place to serve. And I am giving you great options of people to connect with to help you find someplace simple. I love what Joyce said, because that's me. I can't commit to regular times, but like I'm very involved with the chamber. And one of the chamber people came and said, Cindy, I've got something you could do next week. And I'm like, thank you. I'll do that. Because it's instead of, they know I'm not good at like committing to a regular thing, but when there's a special project, they know I want to help.
Yeah.
So
and
I
that's
love
something
that.
we talked about is that I might be able to use some of my volunteers for some of their opportunities on Just Serve as an extra.
Right.
And I think that's great to give people that extra opportunity.
Exactly. So tell us about Just Serve.
Well, it's built around helping, especially people in Joyce's that Joyce helps get involved, because the whole idea is get on there, log on. It's an app. It's a website. You can download the app to your phone. You can just go online and you type in your zip and you put in any requirements that you have. If you have something you're specifically interested in, something you're capable of doing or not capable of doing, there's things on there that wheelchair accessible, acceptable for all ages to volunteer. And you go on there and you can check as many boxes as you want, and then stuff that's close to you that needs volunteers will pop up. And so people, especially like you, Cindy, who I can't commit to 3 hours once a month or whatever, there are so many ongoing projects. So regularly different organizations need volunteers to go sort clothes, or to help with a meal at the Ronald McDonald House, or to help with administration work at hospice, or even to knit hats for Hope. The Bridge Refugee Services is on there, and they need lots of different things that you could volunteer at any time. And then there's also big one-time projects. Desiree was going to mention one that we just had happen. That's a good example of a one-time project.
What's that, Desiree?
Yes, I live on Signal Mountain, and we have, I actually volunteer for Signal Mountain Social Services. And every year we have a big basket day where we give food and presents to our neighbors in need on Signal Mountain. And so it's a big event. We do it at a local elementary school. And so this project was on Just Serve. And it's just about an hour and a half of your time. You go and pack these baskets that we deliver. And you pack the basket, and we have families that come. You pack these baskets, and then you take them actually to the clients of Signal Mountain Social Service and deliver them. So that's, a good one-time project that exists on Just Serve.
Awesome. I love it. And what I want to do briefly, we've got plenty of time, but I want each of you to go ahead and share the information about your specific organizations. Then we can share that again at the end, because it's radio. People chime in and out. So go ahead, Joyce. What's the best way for seniors to plug in to your activities?
Okay. I'll kind of explain a little bit more of who we are.
Okay.
We are actually operated through a grant through the Corporation for National and Community Service. And under that, they have something called Senior Corps, which is where we fall into. Mm-hmm. So RSVP, foster grandparents, senior companions are all under Senior Corps. So that is, and then in turn, the grant is given to the Partnership for Families, Children, and Adults. And I work the RSVP program through that. So it's kind of a smaller part of a larger entity. But just a few statistics I wanted to share. For the past year, we had 238 active RSVP volunteers who served 28,288 hours. And within that, we had 33 were veterans, and we served 1,959 children that benefited directly. So some of our programs, I've got a couple of new programs that are coming up this year that I'm really recruiting for. One of those is the St. Alexius Outreach Ministries of Alexian Brothers. They're doing a hospitality at home program, and it's a presence-based program that offers homebound elders 70 plus assistance with alleviating isolation and loneliness. So the volunteers may just call them, they may go visit them, they may go pick up groceries for them.
It's not just senior volunteers. Are the organizations that you're helping, are they also focused on seniors?
Some are. This one is.
Well, no,
sure.
I know because you're involved with Ronald McDonald House.
We have Ronald McDonald House.
Families.
Right. We have Meals on Wheels. We have the Food Bank. We have Hamilton County Department of Education and their Fruits and Vegetables program, where you get fruits and vegetables sorted and ready for the kids 2 days a week. There's always a need there. Hospice. We do a vet-to-vet pinning program through hospice. We have Ladies of Charity and the Greater Good Gift Thrift Store, where we have people volunteer. Memorial Hospital. The partnership actually has some opportunities to volunteer at our food pantry or through transportation or volunteer ombudsman program. The Ron McDonald House is one, the Tennessee Aquarium. So lots of different options. And then, like I said, we're going to work on doing an on-call program that I may actually use Just Serve to pull some ideas for our volunteers to do that can't volunteer all the time or may want to do a little something more. Many of our volunteers volunteer for 2 or 3 of these, or maybe just one of these, but also others.
I love this because, again, that's what I like to use this platform. I'm glad that y'all know about each other. So there's so much more, so many more people can get connected to serve.
Right.
So now with Just Serve, the focus is across the board, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, there's kind of 2 sides to it. So I'll talk about the nonprofit if you want to talk about what the volunteer side looks like. So I work a lot with Just Serve on trying to get nonprofits on Just Serve. So a lot of the nonprofits that Joyce mentioned are on there as well, and a lot of those projects are. So anybody can go on. There are just some things you need to put into Just Serve. Nonprofits can go on to justserve.org themselves, and just at the bottom there's a submit a project button, and literally anybody can submit a project. You go through, you put in your contact information. That part doesn't get published. That's just so if there's something strange with the
submission. Now this is a project where you need volunteers.
Yes, exactly. So you're the nonprofit, or you work at a school and maybe your school needs something like Rivermont Elementary. They had a project on there because they totally revamped their school this past summer. So they put stuff on there. But you put in project information, you give the project a title. As a nonprofit, you can coordinate and organize your volunteers actually on Just Serve, or you can just redirect them to your already existing website. And it's just an added bonus, an added way for you to help recruit volunteers. And then you put your organization information in there, the contact information of your volunteer manager, and then you submit it. And then I'm the person for the Chattanooga area that project gets sent to me, and I just approve it real quick. And the only requirement is can't be political, can't be asking for money.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, you can ask for item donations. We have several on there. We've got the food banks obviously are asking for item donations generally, and like Bridge Refugee Services have some item donation requests on there.
And does it have to be a 501(c) organization to qualify, or it's like the schools that wouldn't really fall into that category, but we know that's a legit thing to solicit participation.
The only thing I guess would be like your business can't ask for volunteers.
Exactly. That's what I was
obvious. I think that's a pretty obvious one. But then I just go through and I hit submit. And as a nonprofit, if you don't even want to go through that whole process, then you can email me directly with all your information, and then I submit it, which I've done for several nonprofits in our community, because really we want to get projects on there. And that's the tricky part is people are so busy and they don't know me. And I call and I say, hey, They think I'm selling them something. I'm not. I'm
Exactly.
trying to help. It's totally free. There are absolutely no advertisements on there, and you can make it as much catered to your nonprofit as you want. And they're going to even revamp the website even more, and they're going to make it so you can totally redo your page. And we have several pretty large national nonprofits that have adopted it as their go-to page, like the Salvation Army, especially up in Nashville and a lot of the bigger branches. They just serve just their way to recruit volunteers. And so it's been awesome. We just got to get the word out. And me and Deseret are just volunteers ourselves.
Well, I'm glad to be able to help get the word out for both these organizations. And this is just an introduction. I want to help more because this is where my heart is I don't want to promote, you need to help and not be able to connect people.
Yeah.
Well, it's overwhelming how many nonprofits are out there.
Oh,
and as I shared with you, I mean, it was actually a prayer of mine last weekend. I'm like, help people connect. How do I do that? You know, I can't, I've got 1 hour on this show a week. I can't, if I just line up nonprofits, you know, that's, we do that, you know, that's done. And so this is great. You guys will be in my rotation
and
to help people connect and helping the seniors connect. And you were going to speak, Deseret, a little bit on the volunteer side of it.
Yes. If you are a volunteer, you're interested in getting involved in your community, but you don't know exactly how to do that, you go to justserve.org, you type in your zip code, and it will pull up all the projects or organizations that you can volunteer for within your specific zip code. So that breaks it down. That's really nice that it breaks it down like that. And then you just choose which ones, you know, there's the contact information. You contact the nonprofit directly yourself, however they have it set up on the site. And then you are able to pick and choose. I know Jenna, the very first project that she did on Just Serve is she worked at Alexian. She went and volunteered at Alexian with her little daughter, and they played bingo with the seniors there.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and it's very important. It's like I said, I talked to a lot of senior care professionals, and I'm at the tail end of the baby boomers. So we know that this is a market that really needs our attention. And so give me the website again where people can go and volunteer.
JustServe.org.
So simple. And how about with you, Joyce? Where do people go? Where do seniors go that want to participate in your programs?
They can look at the partnerships website, or they can email me at jlloyd@partnershipfca.com or call me at 423-755-2726.
Why don't you go ahead and repeat all that information again?
You can call me at 423-755-2726 or email me at jlloyd, JLLOYD, @partnershipfca.com.
And as always, if you want any information on any of my guests, you can always contact me at cindy@cindyschoice.com, cindy@cindyschoice.com. I'm happy to connect you with any of the community initiatives and organizations and services that I feature on this platform that I am so blessed to have. And again, this is how I wanted to end the year, with introducing programs like Team Challenge, which was so powerful, and helping people to have a really awesome 2018. And the best way to do that is to get the focus on others. Where can you help? And especially at this time of year, a lot of people are going through difficult times. It's we love Christmas. Christmas is just I love the focus on the greatest gift of all, the gift of Jesus. But it's a really hard time for a lot of people. And I'm trying to help people understand, if you will get out there and serve, if you can get your focus on others, it will help you feel so much better when you just understand you're not the only one, that other people do care. And then when you can care about others while you're struggling, there's such power.
And if you've never volunteered, if you've never experienced what that feels like to give and get nothing really in return, but what you do get in return is a feeling like that, like none other.
It's a new kind of addiction. Feeling. I'm addicted to giving. Because that's what you do. The way I was conditioned, I was conditioned to have an addictive personality, and that's what you have to do. You have to trade addictions. And so instead of, I never was like addicted to chemicals or anything like that, but I had bad life addictions. And now I'm addicted to giving. There's nothing feels better than helping people. And that's why I started a business of Cindy's Choice, of connecting and helping people and creating collaboration. And it's the best. And that's what I want to do, is encourage people. If you think you don't have time, 1 hour a month.
Exactly.
And I've got 2 great organizations here for you to plug in with and make it so easy to find the right fit for you when it's convenient. This has been great. I just thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having
And
us.
thank you, listeners, for hanging in with us. And that's a wrap.